You have something special. You have greatness within you. My name is Les Brown. Here's what I can tell you based upon what I know. You can do more than you could ever begin to imagine. Now, a lot of people say, no, I can't. Well, sometimes you've got to be intelligently ignorant. You don't know what you can't do. You know, according to the laws of aerodynamics, a bumblebee isn't supposed to fly because its little puny wings should not be able to hold up its large body. But the bumblebee doesn't know it. I was at the Hilton Hotel in Los Angeles, right across from the airport, and I saw a young lady moving herself around on a device. She was moving her body. She was born with no shoulders, no arms, no legs. I said, wow, I was fascinated with her. You've seen Nick Vujicic, and this is my first time seeing her. She's just rolling all around the hotel. And I started following her because she had her head to one side, talking on the phone. And I wanted to know, when she finished her conversation, how was she going to not drop the phone and do what she was doing? And sure enough, she had a way in which she moved her neck, and it dropped into a little pouch. And I said, hi, how are you? My name is Les Brown. I've been following you. She said, I know. I saw you out of my peripheral vision. I said, how do you dial the phone? She said, with my mouth. I said, whoa. I said, why are you here? She said, I'm here for an entrepreneurs conference. And as we talked, she was so engaging, I forgot the fact that she didn't have arms or legs. She maneuvered this device with one toe. Let me share something with you. As she spoke to me, I can tell you this, and I've been training people for years. You have an energy signature. She created an experience for me that caused me to forget about where I was, and I was right there with her. And I said, you know, I train speakers. You have a life that's an example of what's possible for all of us. I'd like to invite you to come to my training. She said, I would love to. She said, I live in Hawaii. I said, well, can you come back? She said, yes. She came back in 3 weeks. And guess what? When I saw her the first time, she had someone waiting for her in her room. This time, she came back by herself. Her attendant couldn't come. But she came back by herself. I said, you're by yourself? She said, yes. I said, why? She said, this is something I want to do. I've been thinking about speaking, and I heard a saying that when the student is ready, the teacher appears, and here you are. And you're by yourself. She said, yes. I said, whoa, now I'm thinking about how are you going to open the door? You don't have arms, you don't have legs, there's no one with you. And then we started talking. She convinced the state of Hawaii to give her a driver's license. I said, no. She said, yes. She said, it took me 12 years. I said, 12 years? Yes. So how do you drive it? She said, I convinced someone to develop a computer that will allow me to drive my car. She said, one day I was driving 25 miles above the speed limit. A policeman pulled me over. He said, do you know you're 25 miles above the speed limit? She said, I didn't know. It's a new car. It feels good. I was testing it. And he looked at her. He said, how are you driving this? She said, with a computer. And he said, you know, when people are driving 25 miles an hour above the speed limit, we're supposed to arrest them. She said, can you handcuff me? He said, no. He said, oh my God, I've never seen this before. Oh my God. He said, do you mind if I get in? She said, no. He said, where's your driver's license? She said, there in the car compartment. She said, I can't reach you. He said, oh my God, you got jokes. And he looked at her driver's license, he looked at how she was driving, maneuvering everything. He said, you stop speeding here. She said, okay. And she drove away. When she's telling me this, let me tell you something. Tears are coming down my face. I started thinking about all of the excuses that I'd given myself for not doing things. Here's a person who's driving with no arms and no legs. Here's a person who said to me, Les, I get angry when people tell me what they can't do. She said, when my baby cries, she said, the consequences are immediate. I said, what do you mean? My baby will starve. I've got to figure out a way to get a bottle out of the refrigerator, to warm it on the stove and put it in her mouth. I've got to figure out a way to change her diapers when I'm hungry, and if my husband is not there, I have to figure out a way to feed myself. I said, whoa, what's your goal? What's your dream? Judge not according to appearances. You have the power to do more than you can ever begin to imagine. Challenge yourself. Figure it out. How will I do it? How is none of your business? That's why we're taught, lean not unto thine own understanding. There's some things that you can do. There's some things that you know in your heart that your mind, being conditioned to be practical and realistic, can't see, can't understand. No. Life is not about excuses. Life is not about criticizing what's going on in this world. There's never been a statue erected to a critic. You don't have the money? Figure it out. You don't have the support? Figure it out. You don't have the education? Figure it out. Figure it out. Because you can. I think that Henry Ford was right. If you say you can't, you're right. And if you say you can, you are right. You have something special. You have greatness within you. I thank Pauline Ahi for reminding me of that with her life. You know, Jim Rohn said in life, he said, your life can be a warning or an example. A warning of what not to do or an example of what to do in her life. Pauline Ahi, Nick Vorvich, and all the people that we know who are overcoming the odds. They are an example of what's possible for us. You have something special. You have greatness within you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.